Let's go. Yeah. Welcome back to the Jahmad Show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. And we back, of course, which is probably not a surprise. If it is, you doubted me. You counted me out. If me being here is a surprise to you, well, damn it, you don't believe in this, do you? Good thing I do. Good thing I do. Once again, shout out to you and yours, man. I've been putting out so much content. You might have to do your research and catch the hell up. Catch up what's going on for real. See, I'm in the business of proving the naysayers and the doubters and pissing people off. That's what I'm here for. Before I get into it, I'm about to go on a rant. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Before we dive into the show, you guys have been doing an awesome job, whether it be coming from the shorts or you came from the shorts and now you're watching the actual long, full broadcast, which is a doozy. You get more information. You really see what the show is really, truly about when you come over here and watch the full live broadcast show. So if you want to catch one of these shows live, even if you're watching a rebroadcast, it works just as fine. A view is a view, a like is a like. A share is a share, and a comment is a comment. A subscription is a subscription. However, there's something about it being live that you can't get anywhere else. And I had got some comments last time, and I'm still working on that, right? So as the show grows, I got to figure out another way, maybe get an additional screen or something to where I can pay attention to the live comments that actually show up during the show. That's not currently set up, but that's nothing that your boy can't fix. Anyways, I really appreciate everybody that's been really rocking with me and really helping this channel and this show grow. I've been noticed like a couple times I was slanting like this. I go back and watch my shows, man, to make sure I'm like A1 on point, you know. Anyways, I appreciate every last one of y'all, man, to really been rocking with me. Thank you. Always appreciate it. And of course, you can also go follow me on IG. If you are an Instagrammer yourself and you like to dibble and dabble into that world, you can follow me on IG. Make sure, let me know that you came from YouTube. Leave your handle so I know exactly who you are. That way I can follow you back. All right. Simple as that. All right, without further ado, man. Today's topic. You've seen the thumbnail. I always do this. I always make a typo. I always make a typo. I need to start paying more attention. I type so quick, and I'm like, all right, cool. Today's topic is not no day off, which is also true, but we talk about no days. No days off. That might be a running theme, knowing that I'm going to fuck up the damn title. No days off, man. What I was saying before is I'm in the business of pissing people off. I'm in the business of proving people wrong. I'm in the business of showcasing, oh, you thought I couldn't do it. I've been doing that much more than a lot of people believe I have. Let's take a trip down memory lane. But when I got to this, before I got to this level that I'm in now, and I don't ever want to underestimate it or mistake it as if I didn't have help along the way. I had a lot of great support within family, friends, or whoever to help me. I think in order to get anywhere in life, you're going to need people. Hell, the show wouldn't be growing the way it's growing if it wasn't because of people. I mean, so yeah, it's inevitable that you need people, but you always going to have the naysayers if you're doing something correct, if you're doing something right. You're going to have people that's going to doubt you. Nah. Yeah, but you probably should do. Hey, man. Listen. I never forget, man. Years and years ago, before I got into the business and the career that I'm in currently, I had people close to me doubting my success, doubting my trajectory. I lived at home with my parents, for years before I actually got out into this journey of my career and entrepreneurship and everything else that I'm doing. I lived with my parents for years on end. Moved out, moved back. I did a lot of that, man. So like, I get it, but in that moment, I know people was talking shit about me. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. I went out on a date with this chick one time, and I tell this story. I've told this story before. But I went on a date, and I'm gonna just tell you the what's the word I want to look for? I guess the negativity, if you will, surrounded around living with your parents as a man is staggering. Because I lived at home with my parents, man, and I had 2 full-time jobs. I was saving money. I didn't have nearly really any bills for real. So I was stacking bread. And at the time, I think I was working on really doing a promotional company and all that shit. And I went out on a date. And I met up with this chick. It might have been like Applebee's, Chili. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was one of them little cool little restaurants. One of them, right? Maybe Applebee's. It wasn't nothing serious. Anyways, we met up and we sitting down and we going through, we looking at the menu and all that. Everything was cool. She got the car cool. I got out. Everything was gravy at that point. So we looking at the menu and she say, so you live by yourself or what? She trying to gauge the room. She trying to see. And I was like, nah, actually I stay at home with my parents, but I'm just been working. And after I said I'm staying home with my parents, everything else, like, she just tuned the hell out. Her whole facial expression changed. She wasn't even looking at the menu for food no more. I could tell her brain was turning up. How in the hell am I gonna get out of this situation? She didn't hear I got 2 jobs, that I'm working my ass off, that I'm doing this so I can put myself ahead. She ain't hearing none of that shit. All that shit was through one ear and out the other. And I say that and I bring it up to say, in that moment, that was one of the first moments, even though I felt like I was doing so much in what I was trying to accomplish, that people are going to judge you regardless. People going to doubt you regardless. Don't nobody give a damn about you actually trying to win. Even if you winning, like, bro, I could have showed that woman stacks of bread. She probably be like, yeah, nigga, you ain't paying rent. Which was true. But I had a plan. I had a goal. My whole point of bringing that up is people going to always doubt you. Now, that same woman probably wouldn't have looked back. I mean, obviously, I don't remember her name and all that shit, but I wish I could go back in time. I don't really wish I could, but if I could go back in time, I bet she wouldn't imagine that same dude that was sitting in front of her now has this. Now is this. And it's like, you don't ever know. That's why I always say, man, don't judge people, especially where they at. Actually, Shannon Sharp said this. You can't judge a man by where he's at because you don't know where that man came from. You don't know what it took for that man to get where he was in the position to get to where he is now. And you don't even know where he's going. Without airing out personally that exact event that happened to me, it was still one of those things where I realized at that moment in time, like, damn, motherfuckers really be doubting you for real. People really don't want to see you win. People really don't believe shit until they see it. They believe what they see. If you staying at home, that's all she see. She don't see the fact that I got $10,000 stacked up. She didn't see the fact that I had, this promotional company going on. I was working 2 full-time jobs, 7 days a week, 16-hour days, living at home with my parents. Nigga, I saw that shit as an opportunity. I saw that shit as a way to get ahead. Literally, no days off. I said, fuck it, let's get it. Don't mind me, I'm sipping my mushroom coffee. I'm doing it all in one sweep today. No days off, dog. Don't get in your own way. Don't let anything get in your way. Don't let people, the naysayers, your own brain. Today, I was sitting on the couch and I've been going hard. In the morning time, I usually go through and I look at all my social media outlets and I look at my numbers and I look at my analytics and I see the progression and where it's going. Man, I've gained 16 followers, 16 subscribers on YouTube in a week, which may not seem like a lot, but in comparison to what I was doing before, like I was staggering a while around 300 and it was going up, going down, going up, going down, because I used to have this whole nother YouTube channel idea and I was doing whiskey reviews and all this. So it was a whole different vibe. So people that were here for that versus people I was gaining from this, it was like constantly going back and forth. And now I'm starting to see a constant growth. But then I also wasn't posting for a while. Like I was chilling. Like if you go looking back at the history of like, you'll see it. You'll see the gaps and where I was posting and how often. And this is literally what I had to tell myself. I went through some things personally that made me snap back into reality and say, Rakif, you wasting your time. You doing all this other shit, but you ain't focusing on what you need to be focused on. I literally this morning was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a day off. I've been going hard. The numbers are going up. I just want to chill today. Then I thought to myself, for what? The numbers are going up. The work you've been putting in is paying off. Now you want to take off when it's working. Now you want to chill. What you even gonna talk about, Rakif? This is what's going on in my head. And I was like, that's it. No days off. Once again, it's about proving this shit to myself first. Proving it to myself first. But then also showing up for the viewers. Showing up for the people who actually have spent time, their precious time, even watching my content. I'm doing all of us a disfavor, a disservice. Me showing up or me not showing up when I said I was gonna show up. Me not doing what I said I was gonna do. What am I doing this for if I don't really want to do it? It's a lifestyle. It's an everyday thing. This is what we do. Ain't no days off. Ain't no chill. This is chilling. I'm chilling right now. We chilling. For real though. What is it really going to cost you? It's like this. Look at it like this. Your time itself is the most valuable currency in life that you can never replenish. It's like it's given to you, but it's also taken away from you at the same time. So when it's given to you, it's up to you to make do with it. You could go to sleep all day. Okay, cool. That same time will be given to you tomorrow, but that same time from yesterday is now gone. And you don't know the length of what it is, your trajectory in life, your lifeline. You don't know how much time you really have left. And that's the other caveat, right? It's like everybody think that we have an immense amount of time until you don't. Look at all the great legends that unfortunately are no longer with us. Either some lived and had an enjoyable life, some was cut short. But I say legends for a reason because each one of those people understood the value of time. Even if their life was cut short, they were still on this trajectory of being an icon. Nipsey Hussle, for example. He was using his time wisely, and what he did with his time, still here today, still relevant today. The fact that I'm even bringing his name up. He understood the value of time. Did he know that was going to happen? Of course not. Nobody did. But aren't you glad that we had the good brother Nipsey here while we had him? You see what I'm saying? I feel like there we go. Whatever you want to do with your time is obviously up to you. But if you don't understand that that's the most valuable currency that we're all given. I could have used my first couple of hours out the day to just drink my mushroom coffee and chill. Instead, I decided to do those same things in front of you, go live, and put some more work in because of what it's giving me. I don't know about you, but it's worth it. I had said this to myself personally, and I want to share this same analogy with you. I don't know if you want to be a content creator or whatever your entrepreneurial goals are, but if somebody was to tell you, look, whatever it is you want to accomplish, if I told you that in a year and a half, you're going to make $5,000 that month, a year and a half from now, but it's going to increasingly get more. But the caveat is the exchange for that outcome is that you're going to have to put in the work of whatever it is you want to accomplish every day until then. Would you sign up for it? That's a real question. Would you sign up for it? If it was guaranteed that a year and a half from now, you're going to be handed a $5,000 check from the work that you've been putting in. And it's going to increase from that time on. But in order to get there, you're going to have to put in work every single day for a year and a half starting now. Would you do it? Would it be worth it to you? Oh. It's hard to stay focused when ain't no bread coming in. Me and my cousin was having this conversation the other day. We had a little debate, and it's like the passion should be the first motivator, but the continued motivation obviously is definitely gonna be monetary. So when you're talking about doing stuff like this, like right now, I'm not making any money off this yet. Well, that's not technically true, but ultimately, I'm not making the type of money I want to make from this just yet, right? And that's a hard motivator when you're not making any bread. That's a strong pull on you to be like, why today? And the reason is because, well, if you don't do it today, then that's a day less that you've contributed versus being a day closer to the goal, a show closer, a clip closer. Listen, you never know what it is, what moment, what clip, what connection, what piece of merchandise is going to take you to the next level by giving yourself an opportunity to at least see it through. What else you gonna fucking do? Me and my other cousin had this same comment. What else you gonna do with your time? What else is there to do? People are like, oh, I don't want to work. What else is there to do? You might as well put in some work. Listen, I feel like work is synonymous with life almost. Like putting in some level of work is synonymous with life. When you think about the Bible and you think about Adam, God gave him a job. He told him to tend to the garden. He told him to name the animals. That was a job. That was work. You can't just be here just chilling off of my creation. You just post it up. No, you're going to have to work. But look what comes with work. If you tend to a garden, which I go help my cousin in the garden, we tend to the garden. Life comes from that. Literally, the seeds that we planted grew into vegetables, into fruit that we can consume. It paid off. No days off, it'll pay off. Should get that on the shirt. No days off pays off. You understand? Don't Give up on yourself. Once again, anybody that watches my content, this is me preaching to me. You understand what I mean? And I know it's like Rakif. This is the same rigmarole that everybody else be preaching on YouTube and online and on motivation, this, that, and the third. Easier said than done. We all see it, and we all instinctively know that that's what we should be doing. But guess what? You already halfway through your blunt. You already halfway through your drink at this point. Well, guess I'll start tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? When you get up, man, so many people have a habit, even me. You have a habit. Like I said, I get online and I immediately start looking at my notifications. I look at the growth because I post a lot these days. So I'm looking at my analytics and looking at what's working, what's not, if anything has moved since then. I'm always expecting to open my shit up and one of my clips went viral. So that's what I'm always checking for. Oh, it did it, finally. When is that day gonna happen? I don't know. But we're gonna keep posting until it do. Cause at that point, it's snowball effect. But I know we all get into a routine, right? We get up, we look at our phones. Right now you get caught into the wormhole, you see something funny, you start laughing, you see something else, maybe somebody had passed, or now you're doing research on that, and now you just spent the first 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour of your morning scrolling. It's designed that way, once again. Now you get up, now you're like, all right, you're not as motivated, you spent a lot of mindless brain cells, not doing much of nothing in the first half an hour to an hour of your day. And then maybe you got kids and maybe you have other things you got to attend to. So it's like now life's starting to pull at you. Maybe you got to get ready for work. So you haven't really done anything productive. And going to work, especially if you just got a 9 to 5, that ain't really productive. Like that's a necessity so you can maintain a lifestyle. Most people don't even like their damn job. They just do it because they need to pay bills. And listen, at the end of the day, they know this. They know they set this shit up. I think that's the thing, once again, to not going too far of a rant, but that's one of the things that to me has pissed me off when I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, of understanding that, damn, we've been lied to this entire time. Literally, the infrastructure and the backbone of the American society is to be the workforce. That is what keeps the country flowing. And it's the truth. But when you realize that it's also systemic in the way that they approach this, which is why they don't teach you certain things in school, is to keep you basically dumb so you can continue to do and the shit that they expect you to do, which is go get a job and work for a corporation and continue to push the economy forward. Right? Then you start to realize, well, damn, I didn't even get to decide what the hell I want to do for myself. Like, you gave me some options within the realm of what you need me to do. Not what Rakif wanted to do or not what XYZ wanted to do. It's just, hey, we need more construction workers. We need more people. We need more school teachers to continue to push the bullshit that's not going to actually help you in life. One of the biggest things that helped me in life was probably math, and that's just for counting money. But they didn't really teach finance. Why would they teach you finance? Because then you start questioning everything. Hold on, minimum wage. Like, they don't want to teach you finances. They'll teach you math. They teach you a whole bunch of shit that when you get out into the real world is unapplicable to a regular job. Like, or inapplicable, whatever the word is. It's useless. Why did I just learn? Why did I spend 18 years, the majority of my 18 years of my life, doing a whole bunch of mindless shit that I'm never going to use and apply in a real world application? To keep you dumb. To keep you docile. To keep you distracted from not going after what it is that you know you really want to do. Man, so many talented people, man. I hear people talk all the time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to encourage you to say, look, just do it. Keep maintaining whatever job that you have so you can pay your bills. But start incorporating whatever it is that your dream is a little bit at a time. And put effort into that. Yes, it's going to take sacrifice. Yes, it's going to take selfishness. Yes, it's going to take time. But once again, you have to decide for yourself. Is all the effort, energy, sacrifice, selfishness, and the time worth it to you? If it'll ultimately free you up not only from a financial burden or a financial crisis, but also be fulfilled in what you do in your day-to-day life. That's something that you must decide. One thing about it is, man, when I do these shows, and I come from a place of being extremely organic every single time, but some of these, like this, when I'm not like featuring a clip, sometimes I feel like when I'm just having this conversation, I feel like with family or friends, people that actually want to listen and have these type of conversations, it's so appreciated. I'm gonna bring a clip on. I'm gonna bring a comment somebody left recently. I got a lot of love, and I gotta address a few comments. So maybe I will do that next show. But I'm gonna just say it like this: somebody was. It wasn't a positive comment. It wasn't extremely negative either. I'm just looking at it from a lens. But I would say this: as a person, and this is the genuine question, and this is for the audience. If you really want to dive in and have a conversation, what is it about a person who does not agree with a certain type of content that will go out of their way to comment about the content that they don't agree about? Because the first thing that comes to my mind is it's triggering enough, and there's clearly some underlying issues that clearly don't have anything to do with me. Like, we don't know each other. I'm just making content for hopefully the people that it resonates with. But when somebody come across something that they don't resonate with, and obviously the good come with the bad, I just want to understand it has to be something deeper than that, right? Or some people are just trolls. I don't know. Obviously, if you put information out there and you put yourself on the internet, you're going to get the good with the bad. That's what come with this. Good publicity is all, but the algorithm don't know no different. So I appreciate every last comment. I do. I appreciate every last like, view. Like, the algorithm don't care what you say. It just know it got engagement. It don't say negative comment. It say get engagement. And that's why some people do what they do. They're like, hey, I don't like this. And people be going in. You're like, hey, you still helping that man make money. And I guess that's my point, is like, people are so caught up in their own perspective on life that something that they don't agree about, they think is actually hurting it, but it's really helping it. And it's like, if you don't want to help it, don't watch it. I guess that's my angle. Is like, if you were smart enough to understand this isn't something that I don't want to support, then don't support it. Because when you engage with it, you're actually supporting it. That's how any of this social media platform, algorithm, compensation for content creators, that's how it works. It goes off of engagement and views. So the more engagement that you get and the more views you get, it doesn't matter what somebody says. Somebody could have said, Rakif, this is the most horrible content I ever seen in my life. That actually helps me. You see what I'm saying? Like, regardless of your regardless of what you're saying, the fact that it's somebody said, you could put a bunch of random numbers. You could have just swiped your hand across the keyboard and there's a bunch of gibberish. Hey, people must like this. I think I made my point pretty clear. All I'm saying is, hey, whatever you want to do, continue to help and support the channel. Nah, man, listen, I appreciate y'all time. As always, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. If you really, really do like these messages and you can relate to any of these things that I'm saying, man, please, please, please take the time out of your day to go ahead and share it. And I'm maybe next show I'll go back into some of the comments and bring it up specifically what I'm talking about. I was probably gonna do that today, and it got sidetracked a little bit. That's okay. Y'all see me tomorrow. Nah, man, listen, I really, really appreciate y'all, man. The liking and the commenting and the subscribing really goes a super long way. It really does. Each view, each like, each comment, it just takes this show further and further, and that's what I really, really need, and that's what I really, really appreciate for everybody that's out there that's actually helping me grow. You don't know what this means to me. And like I said, the more people that show love and say, hey, we want to see more of this, I just feel like I'm more dedicated to do this. So thank you, man, for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love and support. And just thank you for being the greater part of the Jahmad Show. Also, you can follow me on IG. Like I said, if you want to follow me on IG and you came from the Jahmad Show YouTube, just leave a comment down with your handle. That way I can know that it is you. Otherwise, I'm just going to think you're a random follower, and I'm just probably not going to follow them back. But if you say, hey, man, I came from the show, show love, I got you. I really appreciate you. And, of course, you know, I got to give a shout-out to PLP Apparel, plpapparel.net. Go pick you up something nice, PLP Apparel. We got this whole gray sweatsuit if you want to go in there. I know it's summertime and all that. We got some summertime pieces on there as well. I got a few more pieces I want to upload, and that's on me, man. I just been no excuses. Check out. It's going to be some more pieces I'm going to upload up on the site. I'll probably end up doing that today. Just go ahead and get that out of the way. But yeah, I got some summer pieces on there as well. But if you like the comfy fit, and you like something to just wear around the house, or you want to go ahead and prepare, get something coming for the cold season in a few months, go ahead and do so. plpapparel.net. Once again, that's plpapparel.net. Or if you want to support this show, you can always go to thejahmadshow.com. We got all of the podcast episodes up there in one block. Bios, merchandise, hats, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, all on there. And it'd be greatly appreciated if you want to support the show in that way as well. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. Also, if you want to contact me, if you want to reach out to me, you want to be part of the show, you want to understand about the gear that I use or anything regarding the show, reach out to me. I got to address some comments about that anyways. Reach out to me. You can either leave a comment, some fellas do that, or you can go to collab@thejahmadshow.com and hit me there, or you can go to thejahmadshow.com and go to the contact tab, and that will also come directly to me. And it can be about anything. If you want to talk about a certain thing that you want me to address on the show, or maybe something that I said and you want a little bit more clarity on, or maybe you want to come on the show and you want to collab and do a project, or maybe you want to have me on your podcast, or you want to come on this show, or whatever. Or like I said, you want to know about the podcast equipment itself. Whatever it is, feel free. I do not bite. Hit me at thejahmadshow.com or collab@thejahmadshow.com. Man, listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all once again for tuning in to another great episode. And y'all know the business. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, love.